Alright, welcome to MegaNet Gaming, and we are back for 361 of Asheron's Call, playing on the Drunken Fell server. Where are we? Level 77. How long do we have on the buffs? 35 minutes. It looks like we got a few games released on Steam today. We got, as far as MMOs go, we got Dragon Lord Chronicles. We got Casino Life Poker. Looks like there's... Well, I'll probably download it just because it's an MMO and I collect MMOs, but not sure how I feel about another poker game in the collection. I don't have anything against poker. Just not something that's all that interesting to discuss in a video unless that game does something exceptionally different. But anyway, as far as interesting games, it looks like there is something called Mars that I haven't had a chance to see what it is. There is Dragon Lord Chronicles MMO, which looks like an action RPG. And then there is Phantasy Star 2 released on Steam. With a lot of complaints about the hack guard giving people problems, so it seems like even the Steam release didn't go off without a hitch. Oh yeah, I'm kind of low level for here, so let's back up. Find our safe space. Oh hey! That could have worked out better. Thank you. Kind of worked out better. Queen is blocking all the trash. Well, the matron. It's not a queen. Get the part we need. And looks like I'm out of the get out of here gems I'd like to have, but that's alright. What we'll go ahead and do is do a couple Monkey Island quests to get those. He healed. Nope. 89 fighting in the Tusker dungeon. For yellow letters, maybe? Or maybe to do a kill task for an alt. Are these guys seriously macroing in the... Are you guys seriously going macro in the bottom of the Tusker dungeon? Well... I got my Tusk. Take it easy, buddy. Take it easy. Still find it odd how this is one of the few games where, especially games in the private server sector, that's considered old school hardcore game. Yet, multi-boxing and macroing is not only allowed, but across most servers I've been on, actually encouraged as the way to do things. Which in a sense I do understand, because this game does have some quite broken aspects to it. Such as the salvaging part. I wouldn't wish it. The joy of salvaging in this game, which is necessary to get the end game weapons you need for the most part. Sounds like a flow shark. I know it wasn't. Looked a lot like one. White wasp. I think we just ran by. Those wings are good to have if you're trying to level somebody up to 10 so you can get to the facility hub. What the hell? I just bypassed part of the level and didn't even realize it. Well, actually, I think I traversed part of the level and didn't even realize it. See you later. And then Lifestone recall from here. Let's look up what that Mars game is. Mars. First person, third person shooter brimming with creativity, long forgotten in modern day. What a release date. Oh, it's not even out. Is it? Massively multiplayer. We'll add it to the wish list. So let's see. Doesn't sound massively multiplayer. Definitely doesn't sound massively multiplayer. However, it doesn't sound bad either. But it's not out. So we don't have to worry about that one. Did we miss anything else the previous days? 4 Chinese or some Asian language symbol. Arcade fishing. Oh, Rebirth Online. 22% of the reviews are positive. I really hope the people that enjoy that game continue to enjoy it. Because I think there are some positive aspects to it. And if people are wanting them, come on, people. There's some Zoo War 3 versus 3 tank game. Go ahead and add that. Oh, only 88 megs required. I feel like it's going to require more than 88 megs. Okay. Kaiban. Market's so saturated with MMOs, I can't even keep up with the modern releases, let alone all the private servers and everything else that gets sent to me. Just to make an initial video of them, let alone go into detail. So add more Ulthoi to the hive. I don't know if this is an end of retail spec or what. Actually should have more Ulthoi in it. It should be a lot more difficult to get through, in my opinion. Yeah, with this game, there's the people that enjoy doing the whole, having the multiple tunes. Leveling up process at standard XP gain isn't realistic if you're just coming as a solo player, if you want to get the level cap and do any of the content, even with a single build, unless you have people underneath you that are passing up experience. Why not? We'll take the red letter. So I get why it's so rampant. It does seem like anytime a server comes along saying that they want to make a server that's trying to do something that's more like a traditional Asheron's Call experience, they end up instead just appeasing the existing crowd with some new content that is mostly just scaled up mobs that require new items to grind for, which is basically expanding and to retail Asheron's Call. Which leaves a whole subset of the player base that stopped playing Asheron's Call out, except for occasional returns for nostalgic purposes, and because they legitimately enjoy the game still. Problem is, the one server that tried to do a classic experience decided to do. I don't know if that server's still around. Levistrous, I think it's called something like that. They created a classic experience. But it was a 90s experience, not a classic experience brought to modern times where the universe has evolved and whatnot. I mean, in this universe where you can buff people, there probably would be buff bots at this point. There would be scaled up weapons. There probably would have been certain mobs and everything that have managed to come here that are stronger. How do you develop the game in such a way where you bring in new content? Make it so that people can actually experience that new content without having to take advantage of a bunch of broken systems in-game. And try to limit, I think part of it, you just have to limit people to one account and have content that is of sufficient quality where people are going to be willing to deal with that one account limit. And part of that's going to involve actually adjusting the XP rate so somebody that's more of a casual player that's not well connected in the community can jump in without having to join a guild just to level up. However, the problem with that though is the world does look empty without the people macroing. So it's one of those cases where not every solution there isn't a perfect solution. There is a large portion of a potential player base that won't play under existing conditions. The question is, how do you market to them? And who knows, maybe that existing player base would want nothing to do with what my vision for the game would be. Definitely a possibility. Wouldn't be the first time that my vision of what I believe a game should be and what people actually want are two totally divergent things. But go turn our tusks. Then we'll turn in our bug parts and call it a night. I think a good start would be is just make a list of every feature that is gained through by the use of multi-boxing, abuse of XP chains and the vassal system, and other third-party plugins. And see which one of those things would have to, how you could change each of those that are on the list and are deemed important. That would help bring back the old player base. And then try to construct the game in such a way where those third-party plugins aren't necessary to actually play the game in a reasonable manner. Reasonable meaning without the use of being able to get to level cap, without having to play 8 hours a day or macro over the course of a few months. Because that's just not a viable option for most people. And most people get on here and they can't do the content that most people are doing. And a lot of them are already done the content to death that's below that level. And the rewards for that content, almost all of it is essentially junk at this point in the universe. And there's no game for those people. And then there's people that played Asheron's Call at the end of retail. They have plenty of options if they want a retail experience. I mean, that's what the emulators are desiring to recreate. In all honesty, that really should be what their goal should be. Well, I guess, yeah, their goal really should be to recreate the game as it existed when it was shut down to help preserve it. I think that'd be an ideal goal, and then other people can use various versions of that to help advance the universe. We leveled up. Yeah. That is how we will spend experience. And that is all for now. We don't need that. We don't need that either. What did I drop on the... Shouldn't I have gotten one? Lesser arraignment. Wait a why did I get two? Oh, I know why. I got that because I was led through the... No, wait. Arraignment. Minor endurance. Oh, that's where it went. I get it. Well, why not? Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any ideas for your opinions on the direction that Asheron's Call should take, feel free to leave them in the comments. I do have an upcoming project involving this game. I should say in project to be released probably around the end of this year or early next year. Actually, two projects that are kind of related. So as those progress, I think the Asheron's Call videos will focus more on those than just pure gameplay footage videos. But anyways, hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe and have a great day.